Hi, this is Chi-townTraci. I just want to share with you a swap that I'm in over on Facebook at the Heart of a Gypsy, Heart and Soul of a Gypsy. We were to do 6 ATCs, and we're doing a swap. So let me show you the first one that I created. Is it's called a spring fling, and what I did was I used. These ATCs were made by my friend Margaret Selly, and what they are is they're from Costco, and it's in their some packaging at Costco, you know, that they give away for free, and she makes these really nice thick ATC cards with them. I think I used almost all of them, and I'm really gonna miss them. They're awesome. But anyway, so what I did was I gessoed it. I added this really cool, I saw somebody use this in their mixed media, but you see this right here? I don't know if you can see that. There, you can see it. The netting is drywall tape. So I put that on, and then I kind of crossed it this way, gessoed it, used my Tim Holtz Distress paint, and kind of dabbed it on. What I like about this paint is you can water activate it too, so it looks really cool. I added some trim. I believe this is from my friend Alicia's store. This is some trim, some bling from Michael's. This is a Prima flower, and I'm not exactly sure where this came from. This is from my stash. So I think it's a really sweet little ATC spring fling, and then I used my deep red ATC stamp. This I do carry at Art Attack in my store, and then just stamp the back, and it has all my information. It's just really nice to have it, and this is one of 6. So this is our first one. I'll show it to you again. There you go, spring fling. There you go. Oh, that's weird. It flipped it. Okay, spring fling. I just got a new laptop, so I'm just learning how to use it. The second one I created was this one. I think this one's so cool. This one is called Cigar Girl. And why I named it Cigar Girl is this is from a cigar box, this image. So I put it in one of the frames that Alicia at Glitz & More made me. I did use my Inca Golds, and you know I love my Inca Golds, so I used the hematite. I never know how to pronounce that. I want to call it hematite, but there's an A in it. I used that one, and then I also used the gold over it. I use these a lot. I really love those. So then I used my Heidi Swap paper, and this is just a pom-pom trim that I have. I like to call it a dingleberry trim. I know that's gross, isn't it? But that's what I think in my head when I see it. And this is a trim that I got from my friend Rosemary. And again, nice thick ATC card from Margaret. And then it is stamped in the back with the little guy here. What kind of dog is that? I don't even know. So it's called Cigar Girl, and this is 2 of 6. I really like this one. You guys know I like things that are a little bit different, so this is very different, I think. Well, not too different, but. And there's no gesso, there's nothing on here. Everything is also inked in Tim Holtz and the black soot and the vintage photo. And I love having these little guys right here on my Harbor Freight tray. Okay, so that's that one. So I showed you that. The third one that I made is called Film Noir. And you can see I used the Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers here. It says Film Noir. This is a piece of trim that I had in my stash, just a remnant. And I used this netting underneath it. I'm not exactly sure where I got the netting from. This is from a Graphic 45 paper line. I can't think of what it is, what the paper line is. But it's got all the film stars in it. I can't think of what it's called. But I popped that up on a piece of wood. I know, I think I got the wood, there's like random pieces of wood that come in a package, and I think I got them at Hobby or Joann's. I've seen them everywhere. But just I popped it up in a piece of wood. And I inked it up with the black soot, put the netting underneath. This heart here, this metal, is from Alicia's store, and this is a button that was gifted to me. And then again, more netting, a Recollections black flower, and then the Tim Holtz little film tape. So again, this one is named Film Noir. This is 3 of 6. Then I did this one. I love the textures on these cards. Can you see this one? I can't tell if you can see it or not. But so what I did with this one was I just tore up the scraps of paper that I had left over from these, and I glued it on here. Then I gessoed it, and then you can see like the cheetah print here. I gessoed it, and then I used a stencil and used my modeling paste over it. Then I took, I absolutely love gelatos. I just started using them, and with the mixed media, I just really like being able to control my color and just add it where I want it. So you'll see that I added the orange here, yellow, the blue here, and I really enjoy the texture on these ATCs when I make them like that. But I try to do different ones, but this is what I prefer. And then I had a piece of burlap left, and I made these faces with polymer clay, and this is a Recollections flower. So this one I call Moonface Blossom. I don't know where I come up with these titles, guys. It just don't ask. So, and then the information's on the back. Also inked in black soot and vintage photo. And then the next one, oh, I love this one. This one is a steampunk mannequin dress form. And this I also carry in my store. It's so freaking cute. And I embossed it. And this is a scrap of paper. And I stamped the image on the paper, and then I embossed it in black. And you can see that I used the color of the cardboard ATC that I use is craft color, and then Margaret either paints some white or black and she leaves some craft. So this was a craft one, and so I left it the way it was and put a tiny bit of gesso on my hand, and just kind of colored it in, painted with my finger, and then I kind of rolled the paper, you can see in spots. Then I had some gears. I had these little gears. These are watch gears that I bought on eBay. And I had this one kind of already glued for something else. So I just thought it looked really cute there. Can you see that? There. I think this one's probably my favorite. And then this is called Steampunk Manny. I really like it. So again, this is a stamp that I used. It's perfect for ATCs. It's perfect for tags. So that is 5 of 6. So this is the last one. And this, I'm sorry, there. This is a Marie Antoinette image that I got off the internet. This little frame here was gifted to me. I did add a piece of paper, and this is from Ladies Diary Graphic 45. And so I did outline the image with a vintage photo. I added some stickles. I added a pearl necklace, and I added some stickles up here. I added a small piece of purple lace in the corner here with some pearl trim sticking out of the flowers. These flowers were gifted to me, and I apologize, I don't know who made them, but they're so pretty. I can't imagine having the patience to make these little flowers. They're handmade. And then this is a little seam binding bow. I did ink the frame up. I think it's like brown on the other side, but I just painted it with the gold Incas. And then I added this little sold sign, so like it's a work of art and it's sold. So this ATC is called sold. Then we're supposed to put them in envelopes. I'm not going to put them in the envelope because I don't want them to crush. But I made these envelopes. They're just so cute. Look, that's going to look so cute together. So these are the envelopes that I made. And I made these with my We Are Memories envelope punch. I love this. If you guys don't have one, you might think about investing in one because it's so easy to make the envelopes. You just put the paper in here. It tells you, so this was a 6x6 paper, so you put the paper up to 2 5/8. So you put the paper in there, you punch a hole, and then you take this little guy out, and then you just score it, and then you turn it. What the line you scored, you line up right to this line, you punch it again, you score it, and then you take your scored line and again and line it up, and it ends up looking like this. So you will get an envelope. I don't even know if any of that was on there. So this is a score, and this is a punch, and this is where you line it up. Super, super easy. So I made those envelopes. Then this is the last thing that I made. And I want to show you, I use this stamp. If you guys haven't seen the Maribel line, it is so, so beautiful. You need to check it out. And this, again, is in my store, and I absolutely love this image. I made a Mother's Day card for my mom with this. Now, I have to confess, you guys know I'm not a card maker, and I am going to keep trying until I make beautiful cards. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't think this is pretty, because I do think it's pretty, but you guys blow me away with your cards. So this is my card. You don't need to see the envelope. And it says, remember the fairy dreams. Now, these phrases I got online from Paper Whimsy. You just buy the digital sheet and you'll have them forever. So I have, that's from there, from Paper Whimsy. I took this cardstock and I embossed it with my Cuddle. Well, I think I used my Big Shot. And then you can see I colored her in, and then I used my brother's Scan and Cut to outline her and cut her out. And then I followed Deborah Rogers on here on YouTube. If you guys aren't familiar with her, you need to check her out. She is so awesome. And she told me, well, she didn't tell me, she told all of us in her video that you can outline the images and just have like another background. And I didn't think of that. And what I do love about Deb's work is she just layers everything so beautifully. And that's what I mean about making cards. When you guys make cards, you layer it. It's so nice. I get lost. So I layered it once. But I do think it came out really nice. And down here, I'd used some cherry blossoms and a rose. I don't know where these are from. They're probably Craft Supplies one. Some eyelash fibers. And this is a butterfly that was gifted to me that I just added some stickles on. And you can see I added stickles all along here. And I did outline her a little bit, and especially in her hair with the Wink of Stella. There's Wink of Stella. So anyway, so that's everything I wanted to share today. I am so excited, you guys. I know I haven't been crafting much, is because I've been working on my craft room, and you can see a little bit of my mess going on here, but it is so starting to come together. And I went to IKEA today and got some finishing touches, and I'm just really excited to show it to you, but I won't have it perfect when you guys see it, but at least it'll be clean. But it is so, so nice. I'm loving it. I really am. So thanks for watching. Ciao, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.